Madam President, I'm pleased to join my colleague from South Carolina on the floor and really want to echo and emphasize what he's talking about. And that is that health care absolutely needs to be reformed. And as the senator from South Carolina said, that's exactly what the president has said. We've got to reform health care because medical inflation is going up like a rocket. And it is not going to change until we reform this health care system. And it starts with making sure that support goes to people so they have more control over their own health care. That is just common sense. And so I agree with my colleague from South Carolina, and certainly with the president's comment that that's the kind of reform that needs to be done, but it needs to be done when the government is open. And again, we are calling on our colleagues to join us, to vote, to open up government. The American people are suffering. We need to get back to work on all these issues, and that happens when they join us and vote to open up government. For more than a month, Democrats have refused to pass a simple, clean, nonpartisan continuing resolution, one that would simply keep government open and allow us to continue our work on all these things and on the appropriations process, regular order, moving the bills through the way we should. And gee, this is something that they did 13 times during the Biden administration, 13 times during the Biden administration. And it wasn't just some of the Democrats that made these 13 votes, it was all of them. All of them. All of them. And now they continue to hold government hostage, and the American people pay the price. For more than a month, Democrats have put programs like SNAP at risk, jeopardizing support that 42 million Americans rely on to help put food on the table. For more than a month, Democrats have refused to support women and young children who rely on WIC programs for supplemental nutrition assistance. Emergency funding for that program is nearly exhausted. For more than a month, Democrats have refused to provide educational opportunities to the 750,000 children who participate in the Head Start program, many of which are in danger of closing soon or have already been shuttered. For more than a month, Democrats have refused to pay federal employees, including our military, our National Guard, air traffic controllers, and TSA agents, those who keep this nation safe. These individuals are maintaining critical services for our nation while facing major personal financial uncertainty. The Department of Transportation has been forced to order air service reductions across the country in order to protect the safety of the traveling public, as fed up and tired air traffic controllers continue to go without pay. The men and women of our armed forces are waiting in line at food banks and struggling to pay their rent. Madam President, the American people are suffering. This shutdown is not governing. Senate Democrats need to vote with us to reopen the government so we can continue our work on full-year appropriation bills. As I said just a minute ago, during President Biden's administration, Democrats passed the same kind of clean, short-term CR 13 times. Now they want to add extraneous policies just to keep the government funded. The Appropriations Committee has advanced 8 of the 12 appropriation bills with strong bipartisan majorities. We have passed 3 of those bills on the Senate floor with more than 80 votes, and we're ready to move on them today and to get back to regular order and the appropriations process, govern the right way, fund priorities, find savings to address the deficit where we can, and make sure we are doing our work on behalf of the American people. Madam President, it is long past time for Democrats to vote yes to reopen the government. It is time to resume governing on behalf of the American people. It's that simple. With that, I yield the floor.